So for the rest of the card, I'm going to be using this set here. It's a complementary set to the Waves one that we just used for the background. You could finish the card with the background and just do a saying in the sand, but I really like the chair of this one, and I like the birds. So I wanted to add that to this here. So I'm going to stamp the birds just in that same dark color that I used for the water. I thought for this one, if they were black, it was going to be too dark. And the one thing I wanted to mention, when I make these masks for my stamps, I keep them and I store them with the stamp. So I don't make new ones every single time I go to use the stamp. There's no point. Might as well keep reusing the same ones over and over again. This one here, I'm just going to stamp it without the stamp positioner, the sentiment. Quite confident with that one that I could do that without having the positioner. Let's just clean that off. And then the last thing, we're going to stamp the chair. Now the chair, I did stamp and emboss it because I thought that dimension of the embossing would look nice on there. And I also like the bright white behind it. So I'm going to use my embossing ink. And I've already heat set the back of this, and I've already used my embossing buddy to make sure there's nothing that the powder, nothing else that the powder is going to stick to. There we go. Put that to the side. And it's funny how the powder looks like that, but then it's going to go nice bright white. I love watching that color change. Oops. Make sure your heat gun is not on when you put it down. All right, last step is assembling your card. I've already got my card base here ready to go. And all of the measurements of the mats and the image pieces will be on your supply list. There we go. Now this complimentary set also has some color layering clouds that you could also use with it that I think would be really, really pretty. It's got a lot of different additions that you could do with it. That dolphin would be super cute. Some different color layering clouds. So there's a lot of different ways you can embellish your cards with this one, which is one of the reasons why I love it. And this particular set also has a set, oh sorry, it's in here, a set of dies that coordinated if you want, that you can start die cutting and popping some stuff out. I chose to keep it fairly simple for this card and just focus on the background because it was just so pretty. So this wants to keep popping up here, so I will set it down with something heavy on top while it dries. But there we go. Beautiful beach wave card.